Alright guys, I'm here. Uh, Had to fuss with this stupid GoPro app. They change something every time you turn around. They wanting to update this, update that, and lock you out of it 2 or 3 times and what have you. But anyway, we're here today, and I was mentioned in the recent videos where we're trying to make some room in our freezer. Y'all just saw the video, I think it came out this week or last week. I don't know when this video is going out, but where we made the deer sausage, and plus we've put up deer hamburger. So we're trying to make some room in our freezer for that. And we've had some folks to give us some ham, and we've had some in the freezer, some country ham, and we're going to try today to can some ham. I want to try it with ham and pinto beans and just plain ham. And I got the idea from Wanda over at Deep South Homestead, and if I think of it, I'll try to put a link in the description. You can go check her video out, and that's where I got the idea from. So I want to try, me and my wife do want to try her recipe for ham salad, and she has that as well, and so we want to try that. But anyway, we're going to try this today. I'm going to use pretty much her recipe on that, but this is where the twist is. I'm not trying to add to anything that she did. I've got, well, this is what I'm going to do. So let me spin you around here and show. We are going to try today to can it here on the wood heater. So guys, I set this canner on there and put the water in it, and within just a matter of minutes, I mean, this thing's already steaming. So I feel like I'm going to have the heat to do it. So let me get things set up, get my jars packed, and we'll get this show on the road, and hopefully we'll be able to show you what we're doing. All right guys, I'm back here. I've got my jars all packed up, and we've got everything ready to go. If you want to see how I done that, just check out Miss Wanda's recipe over there. I'm not going to go into all that detail, but this is what we're doing different. And I got 3 pints of ham and beans, and then these other 4 are just ham. So I'm going to put the cover on here, and it's going to get hot in here. We're going to crank this thing up, and this will actually pressure cook at 10 pounds of pressure for an hour and a half, 90 minutes. So that's pretty much a standard practice for meat. Anytime you're canning meat, I think greens, if my memory serves me right, I believe 10 pounds of pressure. I think greens do the same time. So I'm gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna open the draft on it, and it's gonna get hot in here. I think it's hot now, but it's really gonna get hot now in a second. So anyway guys, I might be back here in a little bit when I finish this up. Talk to you then. Alright guys, I've got this thing, I just put the regulator on back there, and I've got it building up pressure right now. It's not up quite to 10 pounds yet, but had to kind of pet my stove a little bit. We have had, this morning when I got up at 4:30, and when the time I got in here to the kitchen and everything, looked at the thermometer, I think it was like 53 or 54 degrees if I remember right. And guys, through the day it dropped down to 43 was the lowest I remember seeing it, and that was around lunchtime. Here it is, it's 3:15 right now. Now the sun's come out and it's back up. It was 51 last time I looked. Crazy weather. It's definitely not 51 in here now, but as you can see behind you there, the window's up, and the screen door's open too, so the window on it. So anyway, that's just part of living in the South. But once this thing gets up to 10 pounds, I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour and a half, 90 minutes. And guys, I want to say something. I've not mentioned this very much in a lot of my canning videos, but you need to know the proper pressure and the proper time for your altitude. Now where I'm at right here, that I can go by strictly what the Ball Blue Book says. So I can go by that. So anyway, I think my altitude, if I remember right now, is almost 700 feet above sea level, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that, but I know I'm not over 1,000 feet. So anyway, but if you do need to make sure that you get that right. So I'll be back on when I'm done with this. What I'm going to do with this is the thing about using it on a cook stove. Now I can regulate my heat right here with my draft. I can cut that back. That'll cool it back some. And see, I am almost at 10 pounds. And another way on these, you can open this peacock right here and you can release steam. That's another way. You don't need to open it wide open, just enough, and keep your regulator watched, your gauge watched. And like right now, okay, I'm at 10 pounds, so let me run over here and I'll set my timer and be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Now I've set my timer. I want to watch this thing for a few minutes. But when I'm done, I'll gently, and let me emphasize gently, pick this up, set it over here on the bar. I'll have some pot holders down and everything for it to set on, and I'll let it rest till it let the pressure drop on its own accord. Won't open this up, won't mess with nothing. Just leave it setting until it cools down. I'm gonna cut my draft back. That's gonna be my first attempt to cool this thing down. I see it's between 10 and 15. That don't worry me. I just don't want to see it go over 15. That gauge, I know for a fact, is off just a little bit. So if it stayed right there, it would not bother me none at all. But I'm going to stay here with this thing for just a minute and show you kind of how I regulate it. These are older cookers. They're still good cookers, and I still say they're safe if you got some common sense. Now, if you don't have no, I've said this before, if you don't have no common sense, leave this thing alone. All right, now, I'm gonna crack that. All right, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I can just barely hear it coming out. And I'm gonna leave it right there and see what happens. And guys, this thing should hold it pretty much. I'll have to watch that, but it should hold it with the wood that I've got in it and everything like it is. It should hold it for an hour and a half. I know the heater's going to hold heat that long. It's not like a wood cook stove where it vaporizes it when you put it in there. So anyway, when I'm done and I'm ready to take this off, I'll be back and let y'all watch that process. But all right guys, this is the countdown. About ready to get this off, and just about got away from me one time, but I caught it in time. So let this finish here, and then I'll go over there and we'll set it off. All right. I'm just going to let that drop on its own. Let's go over here a minute. Just curious to see about how much wood we burnt. Yeah, there's still plenty in there. But I'm going to put a piece in it. Guys, I had about 3 good sized pieces of white oak in there. And that's what that canner of ham. So I'm gonna put some more wood in it. Guys, I thank you for watching. Hope you found this interesting. And get this back up here where you can see me. And Miss Wanda, if you happen to watch this, I appreciate that recipe for doing this. And we look forward to trying that ham salad out. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. And thank you from Little NC Farmer.